We start with the growing response to Governor Greg Abbott's sweeping directive to audit data center projects. More developers are now saying they're on board. Today, the companies Skybox, Digital Realty, and Mara announced their support for the reviews. Two of those companies are headquartered in Texas, and leaders of all three of them say they welcome the transparency. Earlier this week, Governor Greg Abbott directed the Public Utility Commission and ERCOT to stop approving requests for data centers to connect to the state's power grid until the agencies complete a comprehensive audit to learn more about the resources they use, the tax breaks they get, and how they plan to minimize the impacts on Texans who live nearby. The data center company QTS also announced its support for the audits yesterday. Kirk Offel is with a data center staffing company called Overwatch Mission Critical. He says it's not a surprise to see big developers getting on board with the reviews.
I'll tell you this, if you're a data center owner operator that knows what you're doing, you've already been complying with everything that the governor's trying to do. The only people that are probably going to be concerned are those that were looking to cut corners.
But some state lawmakers say the audits are not enough. Today, the Texas House Democratic Campaign Committee asked the governor to call a special session to address data centers and for an executive order to halt development. In a letter to the governor, committee members wrote, quote, "Only you have the authority to pause new construction today, and only you have the authority to bring the legislature back to write rules that protect the people of this state. We are prepared to be in Austin as soon as you call us," end quote. In response, a spokesperson for the governor's office tells us what the governor's now doing is working, and data centers are complying with the guidelines he set up, which set guardrails that protect Texas communities. Now, Abbott's approach is now catching the attention of the White House, though. In an interview with Punchbowl News, President Donald Trump said he thinks Texas is making a mistake. He said he saw Texas was, quote, sort of against data centers, and argued other communities want the economic investment they can bring.
When a community wants it, it means a lot of money is going to come into that community.
Unsightly, potentially.
Well, I don't think they're unsightly. I mean, I'm looking at some of these data centers, the most incredible buildings I've ever seen. They go for 2.5, 3 miles. They're 3 miles by 3 miles.
They're necessary for the technology.
Well, but I think they are tremendously important for the economics. I mean, this is for Texas to say no to data centers is a mistake in the sense that it could be bigger than oil. I mean, data centers could be bigger than oil. You have the Texas oil. And frankly, those are the
While the president is a strong supporter of data centers, the White House is also addressing people's concerns, trying to make sure the developments don't strain the grid and lead to higher energy prices for families. The Trump administration launched the Ratepayer Protection Pledge earlier this year. It is a voluntary pledge, though. Companies and operators that sign on commit to fully fund and build their own energy and infrastructure needs. The president touted the number of companies and state governors that have signed the pledge last month, including Governor Abbott.